I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, next I'm going to work on these little frogs. And I don't know if the camera is going or not. If you press the button, we shall see.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. Okay, I'm going to put my palette up over here.
Do you not have a monitor you can watch it in?
I do not. I do not know how to get it to play monitor on my computer, and I cannot figure it out. So I am pretty much without. Anyhow, I'm going to do these in this ochre color here with some of this red-brown and perhaps a little green. So I'm going to take some water, I'm going to drop it in the green, I'm going to drop some in the brown, and drop some in the ochre. Okay, we're going to start with the light color first. Kind of push it around a little bit. I don't know where all that, oh, that's where all the water went, down there in the corner. That makes perfect sense, right? Okay, so we're loading up the brush pretty good. Spreading it out here on the dry spots so we can get some substance out of the paint. This is just plain old watercolor liquid that you pour in the squeeze out of the tubes into the pan. Let it dry, and oh my god, instant presto, you got cake paint. Okay, so we're going to put some yellow down, not on this top ridge right here because that's going to be solid green, but we're going to put some down this side ridge out here on the end of his nose, up here on the top of his leg, on the other side there, and that's all the yellow ochre we need. So up that ridge, up the end of his nose, that other leg over there, top of this leg. This is how watercolorists get all those wonderful colors. You use 2 or 3 colors and kind of blend them out. You don't have to be real precise with this critter here. Trying to pick up the wrong paint, aren't I? See, now as this gets a little drier, the color gets more intense. And that's fine, it can be intense. I don't mind a bit. They don't have to all be the same after all. We got a dozen of them. See, there's 6 at the other end too. Need a little more water. Looks like a lot, doesn't it? It's going to soak down into that paint and rehydrate it. Give us some nice pigment.
Unemployment means there's more people than jobs, right?
Yes. Andrew's over there playing a game. I don't even know for sure that the mic is turned on the camera. I'm just doing my thing. Because we're going to cut these out, it's no big deal. Okay, so we got all our yellow ochre down. Move this over just a bit. Grab a little more water. Drop it in our sienna brown. I'm not even going to worry about that little bit of yellow paint that's in there. I'll just brush it out. Not going to wash the brush or make a big deal about it or anything. Okay, now this brown, we don't want a lot of it in the brush because it will overpower the green if we put too much of it in. So all we're going to do, I'm going to touch his feet and along the bottom of his body and along the top of this ridge here. That's it. This top of this ridge, bit on his feet, down along that leg a bit on the body. That's it. Across this leg, foot, a little bit on the body, across that ridge, feet. Real simple, real easy, real fast. Don't need to be real fussy. Doesn't matter if you go off the paper. We're going to cut him out anyway, so that's fine. I'm going to do it along this leg, feet, body, ridge. This gives him depth and definition. Make him look like a real frog. I don't know if y'all ever look at stuff when you're out and about, but if you've ever looked at a big old bullfrog, he isn't just green. He looks kind of muddy and different in different parts of his body. Okay, now the brown I am washing out because we don't want to pollute our green with it too much. Alright. Got a shadow. I can't even tell where my paint is, where my water is. Okay, it was right here. There's still a little bit there. Okay, now we're going to pull this green out. And I don't want my brush too loaded up. So I'm just kind of brushing it off into the pan. And the next time I pick up paint, I'll pick it up from right there. Okay, now when you do this, you're going to pull it all over the frog. You're going to cover up that brown. You're going to cover up that yellow and any of the white spots that are left. There. See, the variation makes him look very lifelike. The quicker you do this, the less bleed you get from your other colors into your greens. You can use about any shade of green you want. I'm using dark hooker green because I prefer it. You like a lighter color? By all means, use a lighter color. Now this, you kind of want to do this a little quick. And try not to put too many strokes over it to cover, because like I said before, the brown will come out and it'll start messing with your green. It's getting too thick. If it gets too thick, put a little water in it, thins it right down. See, I'm still not worried about going over my borders there because, like I said, I'm going to cut them out. My brush is getting a little polluted there. When you put the yellow and the brown under the green, it kind of makes a base layer of paint. It gives you a nice variations. A nice band of colors. Good thing this is the last one. I'm about out of paint. Oh, that looks awful thick. That looks better. See the difference? I'll show you here in just a sec. Okay. Now see, it's run down back in here because my pan is tipped. Well, the bottoms of these are kind of slanted a little bit too. Whoops. That's alright, that won't hurt anything. When you look at it, see, you can't see the bottom of the pan there at all. It's good, thick, painty paint. See? It's going to make a nice dark shade. Now we can make that a little bit lighter if we get some water and pull it out. But that's 2 steps. Who wants to do 2 steps? You don't need to. You just pull this up here. Add some more water up here. See, now you can see the bottom through it. It's much thinner. And then you've already got that.